The following is a production of Fenix Media. The views expressed do not necessarily represent those of the company or its advertisers and may contain language that's unsuitable for younger listeners.
Near the silver mines, there's a kind-hearted woman. She's looking so fine, always taking care of her community. Bringing folks together is her cup of tea. She's out on the road and all over the web with a big smiling heart. It's about town, Deb.
And welcome to this episode of City Talk. I am About Town Deb, your host, and we are keeping it real today, baby. Mm-hmm. And I have my Sassy Soul Sister, Yvonne, over here.
Hello.
Hello.
All things fabulous, yes.
Oh, isn't she great? We missed you. Amber, Hale, Dorinda. We need, she needs a name.
I need a name?
You need like Sassy Soul Sister. We need like, I don't know. We keep saying that.
Boss witch.
A boss witch.
Yeah.
Doesn't that kind of sound kind of like,
what is that? Wait, explain it. Elaborate a little bit.
I don't.
I am a witch.
No.
Oh, no. Can we just, I don't want to call you that. No. I know you may be, but I want something fun. And
that kind of, your reaction kind of hurt my feelings.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Lord, here we go.
I didn't mean it like that. Because witch kind of reminds with the B word. That's what I'm thinking.
Exactly.
Not to me.
No, that's what we're... I
don't think this is actually, you actually don't know this about me. I'm an incredibly spiritual person.
She is. No, we do know that.
I am Wiccan. Like I am a witch.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can Would you react that way if I said I was Christian? Probably not. Or maybe you would. I don't know.
No, I'm just saying that I kept thinking of the B word, and I don't like that B word.
That was the first thing.
See, that was where I was going with it. Forget the other. I was worried about the B word.
Gotcha.
I don't say that word because that's like, okay, we're going to go on to our new.
Okay, so
no, because you're a beautiful. You're not a B word.
Right.
Well, thank you. But you said you're a W. W is better than a B.
Of course. Yeah.
So I'm just saying. So I love you.
Thank you.
Okay. Wow. So Raquel is like, whoa. So Raquel,
welcome
Riggle.
to City Talk.
Welcome to City Talk, Raquel.
I didn't really even know where I fit into this.
Okay, here's where you fit in. Not only are you my amazing friend, and we've made snow angels together where it was nippy.
Yes,
awesome.
we have.
We're going to play that. We're going to find that video. We've been on a rolling bus doing interview, and the bus kept going.
Yes.
Things have happened with us. We've done many crazy things interviewing around town, but you are going to be our Keeping It Real in Real Estate. We haven't quite figured out what the exact name is, but you, my friend, are one of those gals who, when you're out there doing your stuff, doing your sheesh, you are real. Like you're real with people and you share the real stories about what happens in real life. So that's what we love about you. And that's why you are here.
Where the sidewalk hits the home.
Where the sidewalk hits the home. So homenv.com. So thank you.
Thank you.
So we're going to thank our sponsors this next segment because Yvonne Murphy, she's a busy gal. So we want you to go right into like movie reviews or whatever you want to talk about because we are keeping it real, Sassy Soul Sister.
Well, I'm going to be brief today because I got a feeling that it's taken on its own life. But since I saw you last, I saw 3 great movies. And by the way, I go to the movies by myself.
Same. Actually, I want to go. I've never done that.
I do it quite often.
I do it often and I enjoy it. And with the socially distant situation,
it works well.
It works well. And I usually sit in the first 2 or 3 rows on the end. So I'm not in that crowd behind me.
Yeah.
And I saw
what did you see?
The following 3 movies.
Let me see.
The first one was Being the Ricardos. This is the inside story of Lucille Ball and Ricky Ricardo and the standards that they set for the TV and motion picture industry. And Nicole Kidman, who's, by the way, rumored to be up for an Oscar, played Lucille Ball. Phenomenal. Jaw drop.
Have you seen it?
It's fabulous.
I have not. No.
Javier Bardem played Ricky Ricardo. Javier is married to what is that beautiful Caliente?
Caliente, hot.
It'll come to me in a second.
I was going to say.
Anyway, it'll come to me. But, it was a great movie. So on a scale of 0 to 10, with 0 being awful, 10 being the best, I gave it a 7.
Okay.
Because it was good enough. It's worth seeing, but it's not the best movie I've
Okay.
But it was great.
It's worth seeing. Okay.
The next one up is Lady Gaga, The House of Gucci.
I want to see that.
Okay.
Yeah.
A true story of a twisted Italian family, their fashion empire, betrayal, ambition, greed, infidelity, revenge, and murder.
Whoa.
So basically everyday life. And
I was going to say, it sounds like a chapter from my book.
Yeah. Well, not all of that.
the movie was crazy good. Fashionistas would like it. Men would like it. The Italian sports cars, the whole thing. It was fabulous. On a scale of 0 to 10, I gave that 9.
Ooh.
It was
That's
really,
a must see then.
And
That is one that I have wanted to see.
It's worthy. And the other thing about Lady Gaga, I saw this the other night on PBS. CBS. You know, she did the last concert with Tony Bennett.
Oh.
And he basically has Alzheimer's now.
Oh.
And they did.
I didn't realize that.
Yes, he's not well. He's in his 90s. But on stage, he remembers every single lyric to all of his songs.
You know, I think I did read something about this.
Yes, but once he's off stage, he's not
Right.
with us. So the way she graciously handles him and loves him and encourages him and the whole stage energy thing, it's beautiful. So I'm a huge Lady Gaga fan now, even though I wasn't when she had that meat dress. Remember the meat dress?
I don't remember
yeah, I do.
that.
I hated that meat dress.
That was weird. That was weird.
I'm
but
in the same boat.
yeah, but we love her now. And the other movie I saw in
I
the
like the meat
theater.
dress.
You did.
Give me a meat dress.
Okay, you know, and you
Does
would.
it make you hungry?
This is a
Or
contract.
you want to get nibbled on?
I guarantee you, if I like it, she would hate it. So
Okay.
I get it now. Okay, so that's the
Okay.
yin and the
Okay.
yang of it. The other thing I saw in the theater, but it's on HBO now, is Meryl Streep and Leonardo DiCaprio, Jennifer Lawrence, Kate Blanchett, and a movie called Don't Look Up.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Oh, I want to
It's
see
on-
that.
it's on
1
Netflix
minute.
right now. It is crazy good.
Phenomenal.
And it is. And the end of it is just like jaw dropping. You're sitting there going, what? It was really, really good. And on a scale of 0 to 10, I gave that an 8. It was really interesting. It's basically about what would happen if we were in a doomsday situation and trouble was impending and you told the world that the moon was about to crash into the earth or whatever the case may
Well,
be.
our segment's about to crash. So
I have a question.
what is your rate?
Okay.
Hurry, because we only have 30
So
seconds,
It
20
was
seconds.
all good and it's worth watching. Check it out on Netflix. Don't look up.
Love it. Don't look up. So it is time for break. That was fast. So you're listening to About Time to City Talk. Be right back.
Now more than ever, family matters, and Surratt Law Practice has your family in mind. Kimberly Surratt and her team have been helping maintain healthy families through their holistic approach to adoption and surrogacy, child custody, estate planning, and more for over 13 years. Your family law concerns are in caring hands with Surratt Law. Schedule your private consultation with a compassionate Surratt Law Practice team member today by calling 775-636-8200 or visiting lawyersforfamilies.com. Surratt Law, where family matters.
That'll be $73.11.
Do you have a charity that I can donate a buck to?
You just did.
But I didn't select any option.
It happened just by using your credit card. We recently changed our payment processing to GratisGives, who not only saves our company a ton of money on processing fees, but also donates a portion of every purchase to a participating local nonprofit.
Why doesn't every business do that?
If they switch to GratisGives like we did, they can.
Achieve real social change by contacting GratisGives at 855-464-7284 or online at gratisgives.com.
After having my child, I was just thinking that I wanted to kind of get back to the size I was when I was breastfeeding. When I first came in, I didn't know if I wanted to go under or over, what size I wanted. I feel like they really took the time to educate me on all of my options. I've had a bunch of different questions. Hale himself has called and checked in with me. I was really expecting to be in a lot more pain than I was. It was a lot more pleasant than I was expecting it to be.
This is Mario Andretti. You know me as a race car driver, but I'm also a Meals on Wheels volunteer. I've raced against the sport's biggest personalities, but I've never met more vibrant, amazing people than the seniors served by Meals on Wheels. You can make a difference by dropping off a hot meal and saying a quick hello. So, America, let's do lunch. Volunteer your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
This message brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the Ad Council.
People been saying to your friend, get a different face, and posting on their feed, they're super ugly. The things they say to them online are cruel and they're not true. So tell your friend, I'll stand up
someone being bullied online, you can be a witness and make a difference by letting the world know it isn't cool and by letting your friend know you care. Learn more at eyewitnessbullying.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Hope you enjoyed your meal. And I just want to say, he's lucky to have a brother like you.
Lucky? Caring for my brother is far from easy. But he's a part of me, like my arms and legs, so I'll be his. No time for tired. Nothing can disable this love. He needs me, but I'm the lucky one, even though I need help now and then.
If you're caring for a loved one, visit aarp.org/caregiving for care guides and community. Support for your strength. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
You're listening to Fenix Media. Listen live and explore more great shows at phoenixmedia.us.
She's out on the road and all over the web with a big smiling heart. It's About Town Deb.
My town, your town, or any town. This is About Town Deb presents City Talk. Now back to the show.
Back to the second segment of City Talk. I'm About Town Deb, your host, and I'm here with all these amazing women that are rocking our town. We got Amber here, we got Yvonne, we got Raquel. And we have our engineer. We forgot to mention Kristen over here. And we are at the National Automobile Museum. Automobile Museum. I'm getting better. That was hard for me. It's a lot of words in my mouth.
I hope somebody got my reference out there.
What? Did I miss it?
Automobile? It's from 16 Candles.
I've never seen that. Okay. Oh, what?
16 Candles?
I don't know. I don't know what I was doing in the 80s. I was like a mom, busy being a churchy mom with a turtleneck.
Well, I didn't exist, so I guess I don't know.
Okay, I don't know. So we're going to go back to Yvonne.
Oh, yes.
Because you got more to say, apparently.
Well, you know,
let's sassy it up.
Of course I've got something to say. I've always got something to say. So notwithstanding movies, the holiday season was interesting because, we had the big snowstorm. We had the one Christmas, and it was icy and it was rainy. But
snow.
It just so happened that a very dear friends of mine just happened to live in the Montreux area, we'll say, invited me to their home for dinner and conversation. And it was on the 2 days that were drivable. Because, most of the city wasn't drivable. You couldn't leave your house.
I was stuck in Tahoe.
You stuck in Tahoe in all the private gated neighborhoods. It was just sheets of ice.
Yes.
And it wasn't because they wasn't plowing. It was so cold and so wet. And we had so little sunlight. It was just a sheet of ice. Yep. So it made me start thinking about, of all things, spring cleaning. I mean, what are you going to do if you're trapped in the house?
Not me.
Right. You got Netflix and you can eat. You can do all that.
I have cleaned until I can't clean anymore.
Okay, I know.
Come clean my house.
But I got to tell you, there's a business out there that's being neglected. I would pay somebody to clean out my garage. Now, I'm not talking
garage.
I'm not talking about a junky garage.
Me too.
My garage is not junky. The floors have been epoxied. It has shelving. It's a lovely garage, but there's just too much stuff. I need to thin out the herd. I'm talking about things that are worthy of giving away, not junk. I mean, just things I don't need.
It's funny that you say that because I've been looking for someone to help me organize. I don't have
professional organizer.
I don't have that bandwidth.
Yeah. So if someone's listening and they're in that world,
there is someone here in Reno who I know who does a company like that.
What?
Yeah, there's a woman, and I can't
Do
think
you
of
know?
her name.
What's her name, Sarah? Or is it Katie Coombs with her new business?
Whoever it is, child, somebody need to tell her to be
Call
in
us.
touch. Because I think you feel better when you lighten the load. And I think it has something to do with me watching Netflix. There's something on it about being a minimalist.
Yes.
So you start decluttering and getting rid of. Nobody needs 5 closets of clothes. Nobody.
Did you find her?
Yeah,
Who is
I'm sure she did. Young people, child.
I know. Who is it? Who is it?
The company is called Put It in Order.
Yeah, so that's Sarah.
Okay.
Oh, you know Sarah.
I do.
We need to know. Sarah needs to come on the show.
Sarah needs to come on the show.
Sarah, if you're listening,
I'll reach out.
Somebody reach out to Sarah. Oh my gosh.
I think a good goal for all of us is to declutter. And we all have so much. We don't need all the clothes. You don't need all the costume jewelry. You don't need all the Christmas decoration. Thin out the herd, help somebody else. You feel better, you live better, your load is lighter. So
what's funny that you're saying all of this, because when you said you went to the movies by yourself, I've been teaching myself to go and do things alone because I always feel like I need a crowd.
No.
And then, I've been recently practicing yoga and just kind of like going through this whole mental process of like decluttering my thoughts. And then it started to like spill over to my things. So I need to get rid of things.
I agree. No, I totally agree.
That's nice that you could recognize that.
Yeah, it's been a long journey.
So you know what happens? So you know what happens when you declutter? You're not really letting go of things that you need to hold on to. What you're doing is making room for new thoughts, new
growth.
things, new people. So the reason we need to declutter, one of the reasons we don't have more coming into our lives.
Because we have too much already
We
there.
already have too much there. You need to level it out. Clean out the space, be it your mind or your body, your spirit, your closet, your garage.
Well, if you
Just
clean
thin
out your
the space.
closet, you may have room for somebody else's clothes.
Well, I'm trying to tell you. Maybe
I'm
that's
trying
new clothes.
Well, listen, this
'cause
this COVID stuff, I have a whole new size ahead.
I always use Denzel Washington as an example. But
What?
if he shows up at your front door
Yeah.
and you don't even have room.
I'll make room.
But most women, the closets are all full is the point.
Mine
so
are
you gotta
full.
make room. So
Got it.
there's an exercise that actually says that if you're a single woman and you're looking to have a gentleman in your life, you might want to think about how it looks for him to come into your space and there's no room for him. So empty out a closet and
I'm
just
gonna work on that.
honor that. And
Or a
make some
drawer.
space in the garage. I'm parking dead center of the garage. I need to learn how to park over because how could there ever be a second car there if it's all about me? So I'm just saying, these are things we have to recognize.
No, I agree with you. I heard that a long time ago when I was on a dating app and I met this gentleman from Boston, which is a long ways away. My dad was Boston. And I'm telling you, I literally got this thing and I cleaned out everything I could and it didn't work out, but I was prepared.
Well,
And it probably felt really fulfilling.
It
And you
did.
just felt
I
fresh.
totally need to do it again.
Feels good. It's like when you wash your car. When your car is a hot mess,
and
right?
you feel
And
like it's a new car.
And you get back in it when
And
they're
you're
done
like,
washing
yes.
the inside
I know.
windows and vacuuming and clean. You feel so good. And with a full tank of gas.
Oh,
girl, you can
I
watch
know.
out.
And the oil, you get an oil change.
And an oil change, you feeling pretty good.
I
right?
do. No, I
Completely
leave.
accomplished.
I love it. So
Okay,
that's
it's the same.
another deal.
So metaphorically speaking, I'm just saying.
Okay.
Hey.
Hey, Sarah. We need Sarah.
We need Sarah.
Okay, I love that. So we got some chocolate going on over here.
Yes. Do we want to have a
Are you
little-
talking
I
about
think
me?
we. No, I wasn't.
I just had to throw that in.
Of course she did.
like butter.
Sassy chocolate.
Smooth
So
like butter.
she's smooth. Oh
So
my
sweet.
goodness. I actually, I was craving. So get some chocolate going.
Yeah, so we have some champagne.
Yeah, we
got
do.
bubbles.
We
What
got
kind of
bubbles,
do we have?
Crystal Basin,
Lovely.
Cellars.
So
They're really good.
I actually have 3 pieces
Are
of
you gonna
chocolates
take
from
some for-
Dorinda's today.
Okay, what do we have?
And I'm going to let you guys pick which one you want. So, like,
Okay.
everybody has champagne.
Well, you can't have chocolate, can you?
Well,
Is
I
it
can
glu-
if it's gluten
is it
free.
gluten-
These are all gluten free.
Oh, you are my hero.
Is everything
every single one of these right here.
you have? Are you serious?
Oh, we have many. Every single one of our truffles are gluten free except for one. So,
I
like, there's
love
like
you.
40 truffles.
Oh, you're her best friend now.
So we have 3
Seriously.
options.
Okay.
We have the strawberry balsamic truffle, which is for
Ooh,
Valentine's
okay.
Day. Obviously, we use
Ooh.
bighorn olive oil as balsamic for that one.
Oh, and I love that.
Right? We're all about
Co-branding.
collaboration.
No, I know. I love it.
Yeah, we have a toasty blonde. It's a dulce ganache. That one's shaped like a little heart.
Okay.
And then a brand new product.
What
These
is
are
that?
called raspberry melts.
Ooh.
It's a layer of dark chocolate, a layer of raspberry couverture, and then a layer of white chocolate.
Look at her couverture.
Deb, which piece
Okay,
would you like?
I'm going to have the raspberry one the next show because
Okay.
I can have it with the red wine.
Okay, yeah.
I think I should do the blonde.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Have I had the blonde?
I most likely.
I think I have.
There you
I'm
are.
going to have the blonde.
Which one would you like?
I will do the strawberry, please.
Oh, I'm going to
And
do
that's
the
fun
blonde.
for you?
I don't know what I'm having. I'm overwhelmed. Right
I think
Don't
I want
be
to
overwhelmed.
strawberry.
You take the strawberry.
That's special.
Oh, it matches.
And
the
it's
little
hard.
You gave me the one with hearts on it.
Oh, she's got a heart one. Oh.
So I'm actually going to have the strawberry one too. So, Deb, I want you to go ahead and try that. And so the name on that one is the Toasty Blonde. And take a bite of that. And
Isn't
tell
that fitting
me,
though? Toasty
Tell
blonde.
me exactly if that name matches like that really creamy center right there. Like the Toasty Blonde. Isn't that the perfect definition for that flavor right there?
It's very smooth and it's it's toasty.
It's toasty.
It actually is toasty.
Mhm.
And so let's see if it's going to go with the bubbles. Let's try.
So I have a question now. I want to know who names the chocolates at Dorinda.
We all do. We all kind of take turns and whatnot, and it just kind of happens and flows. A lot of the time, we kind of have a really long discussion / arguments over it, and I end up
Who
just
wins?
doing what I want. Me.
I got to tell you, this is a really good pairing, just so you know. So if we're doing
Good to know.
if we do a pairing, which we always do, this needs to be a must if we have bubbles. Mm-hmm. It's so good.
But to be honest with you, anything pairs well with chocolate. Potato chips, popcorn.
Oh, I mean, I love putting M&Ms in my popcorn.
Yes, so Dorinda's chocolates for Valentine's Day. I mean, you think of Valentine's Day, you think of chocolate. So we have all kinds of just awesome little Valentine's Day goodies and boxes for truffles, and we ship nationwide. So
you really got to just scream it from the rooftops about this gluten-free business.
Yeah, you really need to do that. It's a big deal.
Certainly. We have
there's
lots
a lot
of
people
gluten-free
that
products.
need to hear
I was recently diagnosed with celiac. And so for me, finding anything gluten-free, I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. So we definitely do a lot of gluten-free stuff where it kind of, we run into a little bit of a roadblock is with the dairy-free. Because truffles, they have those soft centers, which the only way you can really get a soft center with chocolate is cream.
Cream.
So
you really you can't take, or it won't be a truffle, right?
Right. It won't be a truffle. It would just be solid chocolate. So
yeah, I'm okay with that too.
Oh my gosh. I have to tell you, seriously, I can drink bubbles and eat this toasted.
Oh, that makes me happy. That makes me
happy. What do you want?
How many minutes do we have?
Oh, how many minutes? You have 1 minute. So come on, Raquel, try yours.
Okay.
Because we want to know what it tastes like. Have you tried yours?
So that's the strawberry balsamic. Like I said, there's that little bit. So like the texture of the chocolate's a little bit chewy, but she has the balsamic reduction.
She's got the balsamic.
This is to die.
So can you taste the bighorn?
I have this balsamic at home and I love it.
I have it at home too. I love it.
Certainly. That texture, the texture is fun.
It's more than fun. So I want to give each lady in my office that little box.
This little box right here. This box is $10.
Okay.
And it has 5 pieces in it. 3 of the strawberry balsamic, 2 of the toasty blonde, tied with a little bow. Yeah.
I think I'll swing by.
And
perfect for Valentine's.
They in the shape of a house.
In the shape of a house.
They can make anything in the shape of a house.
We actually do like custom printing on chocolate too.
Yes, which they do. There's some About Town. Deb has hers. I have my own little private. But right when you were saying something.
I love this.
Oh, so they also carry About Town Deb's red wine. So if you want to get red wine with some chocolate for somebody special, you could do that too.
That sounds like a great night.
And I'm going to think about this for like the next week.
Yeah, and
that makes me so happy.
Yeah. And they deliver locally too, right?
Oh, yeah.
So if you want to send something to your buddies or like your client, they can do that as well.
Oh, yeah.
They can deliver.
What is the shelf life? If I want to pick up.
The truffles, we recommend, we don't use any preservatives. So we recommend that they be enjoyed sooner than later. But they don't necessarily go bad. They just dry out. And I would say about a month and a half.
Okay.
That's good.
A month and a half to 2 months.
So I can swing by and get my little.
Okay, well, we're going to find out
a minute and a half.
because these are actually a month and a half. So I'm going to do a test after the break and see. Those are wild. So is it already time for break? Oh my gosh. So Sassy Soul Sister, Yvonne, are you going to have to leave?
I have to
So we want to tell you we love you and thank you.
I love you.
And we're going to see you in a couple weeks because we got a special show that we're going to plan, which we won't tell right now because we got lots of tequila planning on that one. Yeah. So we're going to take another break. We come back. It is going to be Amber's got her own little goodie she wants to share. So you are listening to About Town Devil City Talk. We'll be right back.
That'll be $73.11.
Do you have a charity that I can donate up to?
You just did.
But I didn't select any option.
It happened just by using your credit card. We recently changed our payment processing to GratisGives, who not only saves our company a ton of money on processing fees, but also donates a portion of every purchase to a participating local nonprofit.
Why doesn't every business do that?
If they switch to GratisGives like we did, they can.
Achieve real social change by contacting GratisGives at 855-464-7284 or online at gratisgives.com.
Welcome to Calvin's Barbershop.
You all gotta see this.
I don't even want to know what you're looking at on that phone.
Well, you should. I was learning about the dangers of high blood pressure and that we need to get ours checked regularly. High blood pressure can increase the risk of heart attack or stroke, but this text program can help keep it at a healthy range. Just text Barbershop to 97779 to sign up.
I'll get right on it as soon as I'm done with this baby panda video.
Text Barbershop to 97779. A message from the American Heart Association and the Ad Council.
I spend a lot of time in the backyard, and I'm the center of attention at summer barbecues. In '96, I made some of the tastiest s'mores. And at 09, it was me, your backyard fire pit, that accidentally started a wildfire when a summer breeze carried one of my embers into some dry brush.
Spark a change, not a wildfire. Visit SmokeyBear.com, brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Hope you enjoyed your meal. And I just want to say, he's lucky to have a brother like you.
Lucky? Caring for my brother is far from easy. But he's a part of me, like my arms and legs, so I'll be his. No time for tired. Nothing can disable this love. He needs me, but I'm the lucky one, even though I need help now and then.
If you're caring for a loved one, visit aarp.org/caregiving for care guides and community. Support for your strength. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
What if I told you that a tornado was going to happen tomorrow, right where you live? That it would touch down at exactly 3:17 p.m. and I told you the exact path it would take. You would, of course, prepare. You would talk with your loved ones, and you'd make a plan today. It's true, I can't tell you a tornado will strike tomorrow, but shouldn't you have a plan anyway? Go to ready.gov/communicate and make your emergency plan today. Don't wait. Communicate. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
This is Mario Andretti. You know me as a race car driver, but I'm also a Meals on Wheels volunteer. I've raced against the sport's biggest personalities, but I've never met more vibrant, amazing people than the seniors served by Meals on Wheels. You can make a difference by dropping off a hot meal and saying a quick hello. So, America, let's do lunch. Volunteer your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
This message brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the Ad Council.
You're listening to Fenix Media. Listen live and explore more great shows at phoenixmedia.us.
You know that's what she said. Come on, let's have some fun with About Town Deb.
My town, your town, or any town, this is About Town Deb presents City Talk. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back to City Talk. I am About Town Deb, your host, with amazing co-host Amber Hale.
Hello, hello.
Sassy, you are kind of that. Our Sassy Soul Sister just left.
You know what's kind of funny is I don't feel sassy today. I feel really level today.
You are very level today, but I'm used to you being a little bit more spunky. Over break, man, she was throwing out some words.
Oh,
she's going to teach me how to be more assertive with my attitude.
Assertive
with my attitude, and then
that could be your mantra this week.
What assertive with my attitude?
Yes.
And Miss Raquel Riggle over here. Thank you for sharing your little spiky. You're not spiky.
Spunky.
I meant to say spunky. I meant to say spunky. But
spunky and spicy.
We need to thank our sponsors. Like we kind of moved things around because we had to take care of Yvonne because she had to leave early. So I love our sponsors. Not only am I happy to be at the National Automobile Museum, GratisGives Processing, Hale and Wrye Plastic Surgeons, Kim Surratt, Waldorf Grille. I love my Dee Dee James, who produced my jingle, which we got to take it up a notch, and Caliber Hair and Makeup. And I'm going to quickly say a shout out to Grandma B, and I'm going to say this is going to be this is my quote. Try to be a rainbow in somebody's cloud.
Oh, look how sweet that is.
See, that's why I have a hard time saying the B word.
Oh, it's so
okay.
Sweet.
Give me a little bit of a break here.
Be someone's rainbow in the cloud. Oh, that makes me happy. It warms me.
Please.
It warms
and
me.
Here's 3 simple ways this week you can do it. Okay, you do this.
She's even giving us examples. We're good.
I am.
This is good. I'm excited.
You
about
just
this.
did one already.
Aww.
Right there. Share a smile. I love it.
I'm a smiley person.
Share a listening ear.
Okay.
We all know you do that.
I'm very good at that.
I know
Yeah,
you
you're
do
good
that.
at that too.
No, so we're doing that.
We are doing that.
And
I'm working on that.
That's great.
You don't listen well. You listen to me all the time, and I listen to you.
But I'm learning how to listen deeper.
Yes, I agree.
Yes.
Listen to listen, not listen to respond.
Yes.
And yes, my son tells me all the time, Mom, I just want you to listen. Don't even tell me what you think.
Yes.
And if I start telling him what I think, he stops talking.
Oh, that's so funny.
Because I don't want to.
Do you understand that? Are you like, he's like, Mom, I didn't ask you for advice. I just want you to listen.
Yes.
Sorry, Josh, I'm sharing a moment. He doesn't like when I do that.
Sorry, Josh.
Share a compliment.
I know about you now.
I know. Share a compliment.
Compliments I'm good at. I always do.
I'm good at that too. But these are 3 easy ways that you can truly, if somebody's kind of in the cloud, you can be their rainbow. Okay. And if you're listening, we want you to be somebody's rainbow. So just smile. Open the door.
Be somebody's rainbow.
You're my rainbow.
Aww.
You're my rainbow.
Rainbow cry.
I know. So, Amber, it's all yours.
Yes,
It is all yours. What do you want to chat about
I
this
have
segment?
a topic today that I want to talk about.
And we have no idea, just so you know.
I wish Yvonne was here. Oh, gosh, dang it, Yvonne. Okay, anyways. Have you guys ever heard of imposter syndrome?
Oh my gosh.
So much so.
That is me. Yep. So you know it's me.
Oh, I know it's you. I know it's me. It's
Do
something.
you have it?
Oh, we all
Let's talk about this.
For those who don't know what imposter
it?
syndrome is, summed up, it is loosely defined as doubting your abilities and feeling like a fraud.
Yes.
So this is something that I run into quite often. And
So
the
do
thing
I.
is like, I typically surround myself with a circle of people who I think are, they're people that I respect, and they're people that I want to spend time with, and I want to listen to, and I want to enjoy. And then I compliment them and see them as these people. And then when they look at me and compliment me and see me as that person, I'm like, there's no way.
I don't even know how to receive
Like,
it.
there's like, I am that person. Like, and the thing is I am a confident person, and I know that I have this depth, and I know I have these abilities, but then I'm constantly doubting it. Why am I doing that? It needs to stop.
Right.
And I feel like other people have this problem too. And there's different ways. There's different ways that you can come about. You can get different feelings you can have from imposter syndrome. I'm trying to give a few examples of them.
Okay,
right now.
let's do it.
This is a little graphic that I found on the handy dandy internet. Types of imposter syndrome. The superhero overworks themselves to make up for how inadequate they feel. I find myself doing that, and then I get incredibly burnt out, and then I want to do nothing.
Fast.
I am totally you.
Nothing.
I sleep all day on Sunday. I'm so worn.
The natural genius sets exceedingly high goals, feels crushed when they do not meet them.
Interesting. I don't have that.
The expert, never satisfied with their level of understanding, always trying to learn more. That is probably the one that I relate with the most.
Me
I'm
too.
over analyzing everything.
Are you a Taurus?
I'm an Aquarius sun with a Virgo moon. So
Okay.
analytic on analytic. And it's kind of a hard functioning process sometimes. The perfectionist, ding, 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 right there too. Never completely happy with their work, fixated on flaws instead of strengths. And then the soloist prefers to work alone, doesn't ask for help in fear of appearing weak and incompetent. That is something that I have had to force myself to do. Ask for help. I'm struggling. I cannot do this. I need help. What do you think? Give me advice. Show me the way.
And the worst part is when you've done it before and then you just forget and you have to come back to it. And you're like, I don't want to ask. I already know that I've asked.
Right. And then it makes you, all of these things thrown together makes you feel like inadequate. And
Yes.
nobody wants to feel inadequate. So I go through these phases where I have these super, super big highs, and I'm so confident, and I look at myself and I'm like, I'm doing all the right things.
Yes.
And then I have these lows where it's like, am I doing anything right? Interesting. And I feel like I look at myself and I'm like, you act like you have your shit together, but deep down you really don't. But I think I actually do.
But you do.
I think I actually do. So this is why people struggle.
So do you have some tips to like
imposter syndrome?
work through these syndromes?
I mean, how do you guys find ways that you can combat this feeling? What do you do when you have these low moments and you have to tell yourself, you know what? I am this great. And why am I suggesting otherwise?
You know what? I do that a lot.
I do too.
We all know that. I mean, I really do. I look in the mirror and go, who are you?
Right.
But
well, just like last night, I said, look at how far you've come and all the things.
But see, I don't see it. See, I don't see what other people see.
Right.
So when I'm feeling that way, I usually surround myself with someone like an Amber or you, and
Your support system.
And I'll go, hey, and you'll say, what are you talking about?
Exactly.
And then you give me examples of look how far, like you'll say, oh my gosh, look how far you've come. And I'm like,
I have realized in my young adult life, going from having no friends, high school friends, bullshit, whatever, to having my young adult life, and I have this amazing group of people. Your support system is amazing. External validation. Why do people look down on external validation? You should be there for the people that you love, and they should be there for you. External validation is important because within ourselves, how do we know what's right and wrong? Sometimes it's hard to look on the inside from the outside. So having that support system and knowing that that is something that you guys can do for each other, I think is one of the best ways to fight imposter syndrome. We owe it to ourselves to believe in ourselves.
But even that I find is difficult because I've recently had conversations with friends where I've just been, they've been giving me all these compliments and telling me like, oh, you've done all these things right. And look at this and all these things that you've achieved. And I have to step back and think that it's almost surreal. It's like, that's somebody else's life. That's not me.
Right.
Totally
like
get
you're
that.
looking at someone else, but then if you can't, it's almost like you can't accept a compliment. Right. It's like the universe is trying to give you a compliment and you cannot accept it.
I know. So my mantra this week has been,
What is it?
To let the universe come to me, not worry about the things, and just know it's working in the background.
Okay.
No. But see, it is really hard to do that. I mean, like, I know that this is my year. This 2022.
Mm-hmm.
You can ask Christian, and all of us. I went into this year with this attitude, like your attitude, kick ass attitude. Did you? I just said kick ass. Okay.
Oh my God. Kick that bitch's ass.
Kick it. I'm just saying,
Some ass kicking
it's
babes
taken
around
me,
here.
but it's taken me a long time to really do it and believe it.
Yeah.
So the whole imposter thing has been taking over my life for
It takes
years.
practice.
But
a lot of practice.
so here's one really quick thing that made me get a little bit past it. So I want to give it's not really a shout out, but we lost a really dear friend this week, Michael Moreno. And I'm sitting in my dad's chair and I opened social media and it popped up and I'm like, whoa, like it just hit me like a ton of bricks. So I was looking back because I wanted to like share a photo and I saw the video that both, it's cool, you're here right now. So we have this video, we're on a bus with him and I looked at the date and it was 2015. I'm like, I've been doing this for a long time. So that moment of me being so sad, it was like he gave me a gift without even being here.
Sign,
because if I had not looked for that video and saw, I've been about town Deb for like a freaking long time. So that helped me see you come a long way. So you are who you are. You are about town Deb. So my point is you need to look back at what you've accomplished.
Right.
And that really helped me.
That's a really good tool.
But it is. It's like
to use to ground you.
It grounded me. I needed
you
it.
to what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's time again.
It makes me feel so good.
We're gonna take a break. When we come back, we are gonna keep keeping it real with my girls here. So it's about 10 with City Talk at the National Automobile Museum. Be right back.
After having my child, I was just thinking that I wanted to kind of get back to the size I was when I was breastfeeding. When I first came in, I didn't know if I wanted to go under or over, what size I wanted. I feel like they really took the time to educate me on all of my options. I've had a bunch of different questions. Hale himself has called and checked in with me. I was really expecting to be in a lot more pain than I was. It was a lot more pleasant than I was expecting it to be.
Keyboard Cat, Hamilton the Pug, and Toast Meets World. These are some of the internet's most beloved pets. And they all have one thing in common. Their stories started in a shelter. Start your story. Adopt a dog or cat today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a pet near you. Training that pet to play the keyboard, that's optional. Start a story. Adopt a shelter or rescue pet today. Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
Okay, what are you wearing right now?
Nothing.
That's right. So mommy's gonna teach you how to dress yourself. Underwear always comes first, name tag at the back, then pants, then shirt. Get the first button in the right hole or you have to start all over. Socks going first, then shoes, right on right, left on left. With shoelaces, just take the ends, cross them over, switch the loops, the rabbit goes down the hole, pull tight, and you're left with bunny ears. Got it? Why are your pants on your head?
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush their teeth is easier, and it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain. Visit 2min2x.org to find out more. A message from the Partnership for Healthy Mouths, Healthy Lives, and the Ad Council.
How's it going?
I'm having a stroke.
Are you going to shake my hand?
I'm having a stroke.
Wow, you're not even moving your arm.
I'm having a stroke.
When someone is having a stroke, they may not be able to say it with words, but their body language will tell you loud and clear. Look for FAST. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911 immediately. Know the sudden signs. Spot a stroke fast. Visit strokeassociation.org. Brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
The Storks are bringing me a baby brother! We can do this together!
All right,
let's go.
Storks know how to keep kids safe. Do you?
What?
Oh my gosh, you don't know.
I know.
You don't? Oh man, you laugh when you're uncomfortable.
No.
Making sure your child is in the right car seat is one of the steps to safer travel.
I will rock this.
You will rock this.
To know for sure that your child is in the right car seat for their age and size, visit safercar.gov/the right seat.
Cool. Very cool.
Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Now more than ever, family matters, and Surratt Law Practice has your family in mind. Kimberly Surratt and her team have been helping maintain healthy families through their holistic approach to adoption and surrogacy, child custody, estate planning, and more for over 13 years. Your family law concerns are in caring hands with Surratt Law. Schedule your private consultation with a compassionate Surratt Law Practice team member today by calling 775-636-8200 or visiting lawyersforfamilies.com. Surratt Law, where family matters.
You're listening to Fenix Media. Listen live and explore more great shows at phoenixmedia.us.
Ready to help from her toes to her head. Just give her a shout. Call About Town Deb.
My town, your town, or any town, this is About Town Deb presents City Talk. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back to City Talk with About Town Deb. This is our Keeping It Real segment. So keeping it real, pouring some more bubbles, of course. Hey, stop. Okay. So we're keeping it real at the National Automobile Museum. I got my girls here. We got Raquel here. She's going to keep it real in real estate. So we're going to chat a little bit about her. We want her to share like at least one or two crazy stories, and that's going to be come up. But before we go to a crazy story, we are not a little bit more on break. I wish that we all have a muzzle on break because you keep saying things that I want you to say on air. So let's just roll the break back,
okay, and
talk a little bit about you. You had a little bit more to say
again.
Yeah,
read that piece again.
So the imposter syndrome, it's a term that first originated in 1978 when two psychologists first identified the quote unquote imposter phenomenon as an issue among high achieving women who experienced a sense of intellectual phoniness. So looking back on the 50s, 60s, going into the 70s, women were transitioning from being housewives to being people who were actually accepted in the professional world. So could you imagine being like one of the first females in like the United States society back in like the 60s, going into 70s, going like, oh, my whole history, I'm supposed to be this housewife, but now I'm like this professional. How do people is this really my reality right now? So it definitely makes sense how that feeling was something that came about during that time frame. So
what I was saying too during break is that it reminds me, I've been watching the Hugh Hefner documentary.
Good old Hugh.
You should watch it. You should. But it's just so interesting how they're putting these women in light and they were doing these things that they thought they were supposed to be doing because that was the time and the era. And, and in their mind at that time, they were powerful and they were in control and doing the things that most of us probably wouldn't do today, but although some might, I'm not sure. But
now I'm really intrigued.
I know, right? But, there were actually kids that grew up in this mansion
environment.
And, and, they were talking about, my dad would tell us, go to bed, blah, blah, blah. And then, this one little girl had talked about how she came down the hallway and she was like peeking into her room and, a lady was on all four legs or all what? She just kind of stood there watching. And she was like, okay, I'm out of here. But, now it's really interesting because women have evolved so much. And it's funny that we're still quagmired in this whole, we have this imposter syndrome. Like, look at how far we've come, but we're still so much holding ourselves back.
Most definitely. It's very interesting.
That's my thought.
Wow. That's very interesting. Okay.
Not to get deep.
So it's moments like this when I'm like, man, I should go to college because I just have so much things I want to write down and have people read.
Well, then just do it right now. Right. Do what you need to do. Keep sharing here and we'll pass it along. So, Raquel, keeping it real estate.
Ooh, yes.
So tell me a little bit about we've been chatting.
Yes.
And you're like an amazing friend, just like Amber. You guys always try to find ways to support, and I totally appreciate it. But I know you've shared some pretty funny stories. So you're not the typical real estate lady.
No.
You are your own person and you keep it real. So, there's a difference.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's real.
There is.
So
there
what,
is.
you got a question. I could just tell. You got your eyes
No,
are.
I had a funny joke in my mind.
Tell me the joke.
Yeah, tell the joke.
It's not happening.
Why?
Never in a million years. Continue.
Okay, continue. I probably wouldn't get it anyway.
I'm not going to live
not.
a million years. So
Okay, so tell me a little bit really quick about your journey
with real estate
or with anything.
Oh,
Just
well,
you being you.
You know, well, it started back. No, just kidding.
You, as Yvonne said, you came out of the womb.
Yes. I
Came
did
out of
start
the
there.
womb slinging real estate.
Yeah.
You know, I'm making it rain. I don't know. It's a fascinating story, which is really weird because I started. I had my first child at 21, and I didn't expect to be a mother that soon, but I was, and I had to figure out my life, and I gave up pretty much my entire life to become a mother at that point. And I was accepted to a college, an aeronautical college, and because I wanted to be a pilot. And I thought, I can't be a pilot and have a child and do both really well. So I interviewed for a bank, and they said, do you know what a CD is? And I said, yes, I do.
That's what a CD was? Did they think because you were a woman? What the heck?
But I thought it was a CD, not like a certificate of deposit CD.
Oh, I thought it was a CD.
At 21, I definitely was like,
funny.
I absolutely do.
I do know what a CD.
What a humbling moment.
I completely bullshit my way through that.
That's all life is, anyways, just bullshitting through everything.
Yeah,
I love it.
I know. And so
Running a business.
ended up getting the job at the bank, and I worked there for 10 years and decided that corporate America is not for me. I don't fit the mold. I break
Good
the mold.
for you.
And I went into lending, and I did lending for a while, and then the market had a great recession. Let's just face it, it crashed. And here I am, so many years later doing the same thing, but I really do enjoy what I'm doing. I like meeting the people. I like, finding out the new things about, different things that are available to people that I can help them. And for me, it's not just getting them into a home, it's getting them into like a lifestyle. And I've become friends with so many people over the years that I can just call on and just say, hey, you know what, I'm thinking about you. And, it's amazing the gratitude that you get when you help somebody get a home, and they're so appreciative.
I totally get that. So I'm just going to, because we want you back more and more. And I want you to share a funny story. Okay, here's the one I want is the oxygen one. You're going to love this.
I'm excited.
No. Can you say it in terms of just kind of visualizing without saying it?
Okay,
pick a different one.
Yeah, I really want to have my
go ahead.
friend now tell that story.
Okay, go ahead.
She puts a good spin on it.
Okay.
Let's see. I don't know on the spot if I have any good stories.
Oh my gosh, we had coffee. Okay, tell me about the one in the something with the dirt or something.
Oh, I don't know. Here's what.
Okay.
I showed up to a house, and I am terrified of wild animals, just for the record. And I'm sitting in my car, and I'm looking around, and I'm thinking that this is a dog on the front porch. It is an actual deer, like laying on the front porch of these people's house.
Is it a baby deer?
No, it was a giant deer.
You're afraid of a deer?
I'm terrified.
Okay, that's
terrified.
That's cool.
Birds.
Sloths freak me out. So.
Okay, there you go.
Wait, what freaks you out?
Sloths.
Ooh, yeah,
but you've got a fighting chance with the sloth. I don't.
Okay, they're slow motion.
Okay,
A deer's
Amber
fast.
versus sloth. No way. Amber versus deer. I got it.
Were you gonna
Anyways.
jump on it?
Maybe
Ride it?
Sure.
What'd you do with it?
I'm hanging out of my sunroof, like
Wait, he was on your sunroof?
I was totally hanging out of my sunroof,
Telling him this shit.
chewing this thing. My client gets there, and we're walking around the property, and he's trying to chase this thing and pet it. I'm like, stop.
That would be me. I would be like,
would've-
you are my friend.
I would have done that too.
Yes.
I would have done
And
that.
he's like, no. And I'm like, stop doing
Oh my gosh, that is so awesome.
Was it a nice deer?
Evidently, he really connected.
I'm
with
the
this
girl that when I see a raccoon downtown, I'm going to chase it.
Like to be its friend.
I did have a pet raccoon.
Sure. Yeah,
when
I love
was a
raccoons.
child.
Touch it. I love raccoons.
I had a pet raccoon as a child. He hung himself. He got a little weird.
Oh,
I was
got
trying
real dark. He hung himself.
I was trying to
Why did you? That wasn't the story you were supposed to share. He hung himself.
I'm laughing.
Oh my God, I'm going to cry.
Trying to escape.
Oh my
and
God.
it just got really weird. And he like choked himself out. I don't know. You know,
I think we just got rated like raccoon. R for X. I don't know. Damn.
I got a million stories. Let me tell you.
So you're going to start remembering the stories. So anyway, you made it out. You made it out of the deer. The deer made it.
Yes.
Whoa, what was that? But you just scared me. I don't know.
That was my laugh.
Okay. So
yeah, the deer and I both survived. That's the moral of that story.
So
did you sell the house?
Not that particular house, no. And I was really glad.
Damn it. Damn that deer.
I was
Darn
so
that deer.
No, I was so
Darn
glad
that deer.
because I really did not want to go back and hang out with that deer. I'm not gonna lie. No. and coincidentally, the
I wonder
same
what the deer's doing
client.
today.
I don't wonder that.
I don't know, but we're going to say cheers to the deer
Cheers
and the
to the deer.
and we're going to say we're sorry to the raccoon because I'm very sad about this raccoon now. Anyway, so it's already, I don't know how many minutes. It's already time to say goodbye almost.
Yes.
So Valentine's Day, I just want to make sure. Dorinda's chocolate. So how do we find out? Because we can have it sent. Do they call you? Do they go on the website? What do we do?
Yes,
Because
so
it's that time.
Our Riverside location has actually been under some recent changes.
I see that.
And we were closed for the month of January, and we are reopening on Friday. We'll have all of our Valentine's Day stuff at both locations then. So the Riverside Drive location, the Ranchera location. If you have anything that you want for literally anybody in your life for Valentine's Day,
you'll make it
it's
happen.
not just lovers. It's like your mom, your friend, you know, like I'm sending Valentine's to all of my friends.
I actually am going to send, I'm going to send some to California.
Nice.
So I'll reach out.
We can ship
but we also, we can get wine with your chocolate. Just saying, we can do
chocolate,
that. Just
such a lovely
it is a lovely thing. So website or call?
So
person?
website, you definitely want to order on the
That's
website
easy.
or stop into one of our shops.
Okay.
And we are also doing pre-sales for chocolate covered strawberries right now.
They're
we get up on Valentine's Day at
And
5
fresh,
a.m.
and they're fresh.
Dip them fresh day of, but you have to pre-order them now.
Yes. Now, DorindasChocolates.com with the S's. Dorindas and chocolates. I know that.
.com.
1 minute. Okay. to get a hold of you, my friend.
HomeandV.com, or you can just
Find you on Facebook,
find me on
anywhere.
Facebook. Yeah.
Raquel Riggle.
Yeah, Raquel
She's
Riggle.
amazing. So before we go, number one, I think I said hello to Grandma B and Aunt Ellie. I want to tell you I love you. Know the Gold is this Friday, February 4th, 2022 from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. at Shields. I will be there. We have been there.
Oh,
we've done years we've been promoting them. So I definitely will be there from 4 to, it's time to go, 4 to 6. And I'll be on the phone bank. So I love y'all. Let's keep it real. Together, one heart. I love my girls. Yvonne,
Reno.
we love you too. We love Reno. We will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.